Hi guys, we're back at it. We're ready to go. Again, I want to know if I have enough information using our SAS postulate, not SSA, I almost said the bad one. I want to know if there's enough information using SSS or SAS to show that these two triangles are congruent. So I don't know. Let's see where this takes us. So again, we start with writing down the segments or angles that are already marked in our picture as congruent. Do you guys spot any sides or angles that are already marked in your picture as congruent? I see that side FA has 3 tick marks, which means it's congruent to OP, which also has 3 tick marks. So FA is congruent to OP. And the reason why, well, it was already my picture, so it was given to me. Holy hot dog. Okay? And I also see that 2 other sides are congruent. What are the other 2 sides? Yes, my bright and intelligent and wonderful students. It is NA and OC. So side AN or NA is congruent to side OC. And again, it was marked in my picture, so it was given to me. Yay. All right, do you spot anything else marked in your picture as congruent? These 2 little cute angles right here, the A and the C, angle A and angle C have the same number of arcs, which means they're congruent. So angle A is congruent to angle C also because it was given to me. Nice. All right, you guys, so I need to know if this is enough information to show that these 2 triangles are congruent. I don't know. We'll have to see. Okay, so I'm looking for either an SSS or an SAS. I don't want the SSA, which ignore this. This is the last problem. I don't want the SSA because then I get fire-breathing demon cats, which is really scary. Like, they're already freaking me out, so I'm going to move it. Oh, man. Okay, so I want to know if I have 3 corresponding sides that are congruent or 2 corresponding sides with an angle in between them that are congruent. Okay, so let's see what we have. I hope we don't have SSA, which is 2 corresponding congruent sides with a corresponding angle that is congruent, and that angle is not in between the 2 sides, so be careful. Let's get going. Watch out. Okay, so let's see here. Let me look at my first triangle, which again, I kind of trace around the triangle, and I see which parts are marked congruent as I go. And again, you kind of start from the outermost marks when I do this. This is how I do it. Okay, so if you see here, like, I would not go around my triangle this way. These are like kind of my outermost marks. I wouldn't go around it this way because I have more than one object that is not marked congruent. Like, I have an angle that's not marked congruent, a side that's not marked congruent, and another angle. I got to go around a way that does not have more than one thing that is not marked congruent. So let's see. I need to go around either this way or I need to start here and go around this way. Okay, so I spot a side. The next thing I see that is congruent is an angle. And then the next thing I see is another side. So this has the markings of side, angle, side. SAS. I have an angle in between 2 sides. So this triangle is marked as SAS. So in order for these 2 to be congruent, this triangle also has to be marked with SAS. So let's see what happens. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Okay, so looking here, I start from an outermost object. I'm going to start with this one. I could start with this one. Now I'm not going to go around this way because I have an angle and a side that are not congruent. Can't have more than one thing missing. So I'm going to go around this way. Like this way, I have a side marked congruent. Now the angle is not marked congruent, but that's okay because it's only one thing. Because the next thing I see is another congruent part. So I have a side. The next thing I see is a side. Yes. And then I see an angle. So I see a side, then an angle. Oh man, you guys, do you see this? The SSA postulate has creeped into the problem. And that fire-breathing demon cat is about to get us. Watch out, watch out. So SSA, remember, is not allowed. You cannot show triangles are congruent with that SSA. Okay, also, you guys, my 2 triangles don't even have the same markings. I mean, What's going on? One of them is SAS, one of them is SSA. So, unfortunately, I don't have enough information to know if these two triangles are congruent. So I can't write a triangle congruency statement because they aren't congruent. So there are none because triangles are not congruent. This is so sad. None. Triangles, there's not enough information. With SAS and SSA, you cannot prove triangles are congruent. So this is super sad. My sad face is crying these pink tears. It's awful. Hopefully example 4 will have some congruent triangles because now I'm in a down mood. I really hope the next one does. I'm kind of confident though. I have a good feeling about example 4. All right, let's get going on example 4, you guys. Nice job.